All right, we have got quite the different episode of ZFG Living Podcast today. Hello, we are with PK, Patricia Kennedy. She is going to be walking me through as the guinea pig, the volunteer through her amazing program. So to catch you up, I've first of all, hi. Thank you, PK, for being here.
Hi, Mel. I'm really thrilled to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, happy to. And I'm so excited about this. This will be the first time where I put myself as the client to another coach for the podcast. So I'm really excited about this. We're making it up, or well, she's not making it up. I'm going to be vulnerable and honest. And I imagine I have to put a trigger warning in here at some point.
Well, what I wanted to do is get a baseline kind of life analysis just to see what popped out. It's not like I'm putting it through some kind of computer analysis and then it pops out the answer. Mm-hmm. So it's a collaborative exercise. And what I want people to understand is how they are already masters. You're already a master. You just need access to more tools and information. And the system that I'm bringing through happens to be something that no one knows about. So that's kind of cool.
That's very cool. That's why I'm so excited to be here.
I thought maybe I'd give a little history just so people understand where this came from, and a little bit of my history and how I kind of stumbled across this. It's a very interesting story. So I encountered this 30 years ago when I literally had no spiritual life at all. I was in corporate America, high-tech sales management, very, very successful, but very, very miserable in my life. I was married, had 2 stepchildren, lived in Silicon Valley, drove a great car, had making a ton of money, but just supremely my emotional landscape was a mess. So that's just a little background. But that's, sometimes when we're at the hit rock bottom or we're struggling so much is when we find the solutions. And also I'd been in therapy for 4 years. So I had done a lot of work to deal with a drinking problem, pretty heavy drinker. And just try to get healthier. And I think I did. I established a healthier baseline, but my therapist and I both knew that she couldn't help me anymore.
Oh, wow.
So I actually stumbled across this women's class in San Francisco that was taught by a man.
Hilarious.
I know. It always is a head scratcher for people. He actually received this system from his master in Taiwan, who escaped from mainland China during the communist invasion.
Oh, wow.
He literally escaped with his life on a barge. He jumped onto a barge and went to Taiwan because they were killing all the masters in China at that time. So anyhow, that's part of the story. So this man, Gumbao Zhai, who lived to the age of 96, he learned the system from the age of 6. And
oh, wow.
In northern China, in this village, but he learned the system from his male master. He learned this elite martial art, but he also learned from the wife and daughter of this master, who were masters in their own right, and he learned at their feet. So he was like this little 6-year-old boy. I like to imagine this, who's the women and men trained separately from one another at times in this martial art. And I'm saying this is a martial art, but it's really a mastery practice, a self-mastery practice. Okay. So here's a 6-year-old boy he learned the actual system, the substance of the system, which is what I'm conveying to you and what I'm using to do your analysis from the women. And it is a martial art. I learned the martial arts. I learned all kinds of forms, and they're all connected to your body. So what I'm doing is drawing from what I learned over 30 years to help people connect with themselves. It's been modernized. It's accessible for modern people. You don't have to learn Chinese. You don't have to learn even about Chinese philosophy, really. I'm going to make it easy. Okay.
And so let's back up a little second. And the point of what we're doing today, because I realize I'm so excited to get started that I didn't even give like that lovely overview, is to enhance, to embellish, to bring to the forefront my connection with my body.
Yes. What it's meant to do is actually help you pinpoint the main issue to be worked in your life in a way that gives you a bigger perspective.
Oh, gorgeous.
So I like to imagine us when we get this bigger perspective, that we can take more of a bird's eye view of our entire life and make all these connections when we didn't make the connections before.
Okay.
Because in Chinese medicine, if you think of the word organism, organs comes from organism, right? So our organs are in communication with one another. They're in a network of communication. So when one organ's out of balance through a life experience or trauma or whatever, then it affects the other organs, right? So I'm here to help you kind of make connections, and we can start with the analysis. I thought that was important to give a little background first, though. So appreciate this time. Thank you so much, Mel. Thank you.
So glad you were here. Thank you for being here, PK. Like Patricia Kennedy here with us on ZFG Living Podcast. Thank you very much. Get in touch with her. Check out the show notes. This is just fascinating stuff.
Thank you, and have a blessed day. And I'm sure I'll be speaking with you again.
Absolutely.
Take care, Mel.
Thank you. You too.